Hello everybody, welcome to another Wednesday night. It is time for our Wednesday night weekly sacred pipe ceremony, and we're outside. Yay, it's the first week that I've been able to come outside. It might get a little dark toward the end, but I have a candle that I can light so you can still see my beautiful face. But it's just so good to be outside. And let me switch my camera around so you can see exactly where this is. Look at this beautiful, this is my secret spot down here on the Cedar River. And this is where I come to be by myself or with random dogs that wander by. And this tree right here, right in front of me, that is where Grandfather Eagle comes and sits sometimes while I'm sitting here doing my ceremonies. It's such a special thing. So this is where we are. And in a minute or so, when I set our sacred space, that is where you will be. It'll be like we're all sitting right here on the banks of the Cedar River together. And I am going to go ahead and do that right now. So before we do ceremony, we always want to set sacred space, which is basically calling in the elements and our spirit guides to hold space around us, to hold like a bubble of light and higher frequency around us, so that in the center we can breathe, we can let go, we can open our hearts to receive the blessings coming to us from Creator. So that is what we do, and there are no rules to this. You can do whatever you want, call in whoever you want to hold that space, to watch over you. You use drums or rattles or just your voice, or clap or bang a couple of rocks together, or whatever you want to do. But I love using the drum, because the drum is probably the most ancient instrument we have, right? And it's the heartbeat. It's what connects us to each other, connects us to the earth, connects us to Creator. So I love using the drum. And in a few different cultures, they refer to the drum as the wind horse, because it's the hoof beats of the wind horse that carries us to spirit. I love that imagery. So this is how I call in sacred space. And when I'm doing this, I'm not just surrounding myself. If you are watching this, I am setting that space around you as well. So no matter where you are, no matter how far away, even if you're watching this on repeat, it is just as vital in repeat as it is at this moment that I'm sitting here live and setting this space. So, spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence, and thank you for holding us in your love and your light. it's amazing. It's subtle, but it is also palpable. The change, the energetic change when we do that. And I find after I set sacred space, I always find myself doing this huge sigh because all of a sudden it's like my lungs open up. I can breathe again, right? So for those who don't know me, my name is Patrick. I am your friendly neighborhood shaman, and we are going to do the sacred pipe ceremony. I started doing this at the beginning of the pandemic when we couldn't meet together. We had to meet online. I started doing these ceremonies on Facebook Live as a way that we could gather in sacred space even though we weren't in the same physical space. And I've just continued it, even though I do, like on the 4th Saturdays of the month, I do an in-person pipe ceremony at my office in downtown Renton. So if you're local and you want to visit for that, you can check out I think it's on my website, perchingwillstudios.net, or on my Facebook page. I always have the event copy up at least a week before. So, but anyway, yeah, that is why I started doing this. And I started because I wanted to give a resource for people to find that sacred space within them, to connect better with Creator, with the spirit within, especially at that time when there was such unprecedented weirdness in the world, when there was nothing, nothing was the same, everything was changing. I wanted to give people that one moment out of their week of stability, of safe space, where they could come and be felt, be seen, be held by spirit. And that still is like, the world hasn't gotten any tamer. I think things have improved somewhat. We're still in the weird normal, but I still love doing these. And I upload them each week to my Facebook, not my Facebook, I do share them on my Facebook page, but I also upload them to my YouTube channel. I have a Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel where I have over 4 years worth of these videos of readings, stories, songs, all kinds of different like shamanic information. So that is a free resource if you're going through your week and things are overwhelming, you need a moment of peace, of serenity, to just turn off the world and go within. Those ceremonies, those videos are available to you. And that's why I do this, so that people have resources, that people feel supported, right? And even though I can't physically see you, I can feel you, and the energy, even if you're watching this a year from now, 10 years from now, your energy is a part of everything that happens here. And it's still a vital component of what happens, of what I end up saying, of, you know, whatever needs to be said. You might, like, you know, tune in 5 years from now and you choose a ceremony and I say something in that ceremony that hits home exactly what you needed to hear, right? That is not by accident. That is your energy from that 5 years in the future reaching back to this moment and having me speak something that you will need to hear at that moment. And then it catches up to you and you're just randomly drawn to doing this one video, and you watch. That's how spirit works. That's how the universe works. That's the norm. That's normal. That's the way it's supposed to happen. So, anyway, for those who aren't familiar with the sacred pipe or the ceremony, I'm going to do a quick explanation. So, you may have heard it called the peace pipe in old westerns, etc., right? But the sacred pipe, this is a sacred pipe, also known as a chanupa, that the original pipe was brought to the Lakota people 19 generations ago by white buffalo calf woman. And at that time, she taught them the sacredness of the pipe, how to smoke it in a sacred manner, and she gave them a total of 7 different ceremonies, all of which revolved around the pipe. The pipe is the essential ingredient. This is the most important medicine object. In fact, as she taught them, it's when we join the pipe, the stem is basically the divine masculine, and the bowl is the divine feminine. So when we put them together, it's all of creation. It's balance, it's the yin yang, it's the divine presence right here. And it opens a channel straight to Creator. So once the pipe goes together and till it comes apart is one giant prayer. And so once the pipe is joined, everything you think, everything you pray, every intention you make is that exponentially more powerful, because it's straight to source. No waiting, no signing documents, no credit checks, boom, straight to Creator. And so even today it is still the peace pipe. Calling it a peace pipe isn't that far off, because the whole point, what the sacred pipe is for, is unifying. We join the masculine and feminine. It's like joining the masculine and feminine of the world, men and women, as well as the inner masculine and feminine of each person, and uniting, like the bowl of the pipe. The red stone is called catlinite, and it's said that the red of the stone is the blood of all nations. And so smoking the pipe together, smoking the pipe really is about bringing people together, bringing humanity together. If you've ever seen the medicine wheel, the circle with the cross in it, and there's 4 colors: red, yellow, black, and white. Those are the 4 races, right? And the circle is what the sacred hoop joins us together. The pipe unifies us, right? So that's the significance of the pipe. That's kind of a nutshell version of the pipe and what it's for, why we smoke it. The ceremony itself, I want to give you a little bit of a hint so that you can follow along and not feel lost. And so what the ceremony is going to look like, first thing I'm going to do is light some sage. And I have a little altar here in front of me, between me and the camera, that you can't see because it's down too low. But I'm going to smudge everything here on my altar. Then I'm going to take my pipe and I'm going to say a prayer asking permission to smoke in this place at this time. Guessing that the answer will be yes. That's when I put the pipe together. And then I will take 4 pinches of tobacco and I will fill the pipe. But like each pinch, I do prayers and offerings, and that part you will hear because I say it out loud. So for each pinch, I make offerings, say prayers, and I put it in the bowl. And once all 4 pinches are in the bowl, I have a song that my guides taught me to sing before each ceremony that I facilitate. So that's the point where I sing that song. Then I will actually light the pipe, and I will blow breath blessings to the 4 directions, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, in a circle for all our relations, and then to Creator, straight up. And while I'm doing that, I'm offering the pipe to each of those directions, and to Father Sky, Mother Earth. And then I will pause for a moment of silent prayer with the stem to my forehead, the bowl to my heart. And I will come back. I will probably need to relight the pipe at that point. And then the first thing I'm going to do once I relight it is to take a great big puff of smoke. I'm going to blow it straight at my camera. And that is a blessing coming from my heart through my breath to the smoke of the tobacco and to my camera, and by the magic of the internet and the holographic universe, that blessing comes out whatever device you're watching this on to your heart. And that is the point where you want to say your biggest, bestest prayer, or set your biggest, bestest intentions. You know, we just had the new moon. And so the moon, Grandmother Moon, is waxing, getting bigger. And so right now is a great time to set intentions for what do you want to find in a couple of weeks when the moon reaches fullness, right? As the moon builds, so does the power of our prayers. So it's a perfect time to set intentions for things you want to create or add into your life, or who you want to be, you know, in a couple of weeks, you know, and it doesn't have to be just a couple of weeks. It can be long-term goals as well, right? It's up to you. But anyway, so once I do that blessing toward my camera, I will continue to smoke and do breath blessings for prayers of my own, for prayers that people have asked me to pray for. And I might intermittently sit with the pipe in my lap in meditation, and go back to smoking. And then once it feels complete, I will say another prayer, I will sing another song, and I will take the pipe apart. And that will be the end of the pipe portion of our pipe ceremony tonight. But at that point, we're still in sacred space until I drum and release the spirits that are holding that space so lovingly for us. And so usually at that point, I'll just start to ramble and babble, but nuggets of wisdom come out sometimes, and my guides say things through me, and we get to talk a little bit and just kind of, hopefully what I say has meaning for you as well. Like I said, your presence here, your energy affects what is said and what is done. And so I hope that whatever I end up saying, and I never prepare, I never have it figured out beforehand, is exactly channeled what you need to hear at the moment. So then I drum and release those spirits, and we call it a night. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for prioritizing your inner growth, prioritizing stillness over the cacophony of the world for just an hour, right? I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your being here. I love sharing this. This is the most sacred and profound ceremony that I know of. And I have been around the block as far as ritual and ceremony goes. So it's just always such an honor to be able to share this with others. So thank you. All right, so here we go. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Grandmother, Grandfather Eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tuwabin, Shanadisi, Magikiwas, and Waboose. There is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all our relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo, White Buffalo Calf Woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We thank you for our lives. We thank you for this beautiful world, the heart of all humanity, connected together. Thank you for the visionaries that show us the way. The world moving ever closer to love, creation, respect, familyhood. Thank you. Ihi-la-ihi-ho. 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 Ufta. Wow. Sometimes for those of you who are regulars here that watch this, you probably get tired of me at the end of everyone just going, wow. But it's kind of like, I always joke about it because it never ceases to amaze me the power of such a simple thing, a simple ceremony. And yet I was just talking to a client today that I was doing a reading for about, looking at the world through eyes of wonder. Looking at the world, Zen mind, beginner's mind. As if you're seeing everything for the very first time. And I just realized that that's why every time I do pipe ceremony, I'm like, wow. Because it just brings that inner child out, that the eyes of wonder, it's like I've never smoked before, I've never done the ceremony before, it's like brand new. Every day is a new beginning, every ceremony is a brand new ceremony that is different from every one that had come before it. And so that was a lovely little revelation to have. Because we have that tendency, or I do, is like, oh, you're just making it up, or like, you're not really that easy, right? It's like every single time it's the same thing, it's the same motions, it's the same, but it's not. Every time is different. Every time we have different people watching, including people watching in the future. Well, we have different, because spirit is ever changing. Everything is in motion, everything is dynamic. Like the same thing they say about you can't step into the same river twice, right? This is part of a continuum. And every time we do ceremony, we might be tapping into the same river that we think we've always been tapping into, but the water and the energy of that river, of that source, is different every single time. The makeup of the river, the water going through could be the water that passed through a dinosaur, right? And every time it's different water, it's different energy, and something different comes from it. Otherwise, what would be the point, right? If ritual, if ceremony, the point of it were just to do the motions. And I was raised Catholic, so I know all about memorizing all the various prayers and the act of contrition and all of those things and just rattling them off, and you get points for it, you can remember them all. But that doesn't connect you. That's up here. That's not from here, right? And not to say anything bad against prayers, against knowing prayers, reciting prayers. It's about being present with them fully. Bringing them not just from your head, but bringing them to your heart. The spirit of the law, not the letter of the law. Actually embodying them. What's the other word I'm looking for? Vitalizing them. Manifesting them. You know, it's about who we become. It's not what we do, it's not the words we say, it's not how well we say them, how many we memorize. It's about what comes from the heart. It's about relationship, right? Prayer is communication, whether it's sitting in silence and receiving from Spirit, or saying prayers and connecting to Spirit, but it's a relationship. And that's the whole point of ceremony. I know I've said that a couple times. The whole point is this, and the whole point is this, but it's like the point of ceremony is connection. It's interrupting the rat race, hamster wheel of the daily grind, where we really are just with our pilot lights going, and embodying and being present with what we're saying, what we're doing, as a way to connect, to step outside this plane, to Spirit, to the ancestors, to Creator, to Source, right? Because we're a part of that Source. And the goal is to allow that Source to come into us and to live through us, right? In shamanism, of course, you've heard me talk about this, we call it the hollow bone. The goal is to become the hollow bone through which Spirit can enter this world, right? As shamans, we become the eyes and the voice and the hands of Spirit. And we do that by doing our own inner work, our own shadow work, clearing, purging, until we can become more and more pure, more and more clear of a channel, so we don't have filters, we don't have these obstacles that Spirit has to maneuver around to come out of our mouth or come as healing out of our hands. And it's not that you ever really attain that pure hollow bone. It's constantly a process. And if you're still alive on this world, you still are learning, you still are processing things, right? But to become as pure and authentic as you can, again, that innocence, the eyes of wonder, seeing the world in every moment as new. Even if you're looking at the same things, you notice different details, or you get different information. Like someone was just talking to me last night about, they have a painting that they have, and it's like they look at it, they've had the painting for years, they look at it, and all of a sudden they notice something else. There's some symbol or some meaning that jumps out at them, and it was always there. They just weren't weren't at the place to receive it yet. They weren't at the frequency where it registered. And so as you continue to grow and wonder about the world, you notice new things, and you make yourself, you know, it's a process of surrendering to your greatness, surrendering to who you already are as a spirit having a human experience, not a human having a spiritual experience. It's surrendering to that spirit of who you are, of the wholeness that you already are, of the light that you already are, uncovering that, revealing it. The more you do that, the higher your vibration rises. And the more you see, the more you notice, and the more receptive you are, because you're in that state of surrender, to receive the blessings, to receive the love coming to you from Mother Earth, from the spirits, ancestors, Creator, right? So that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. So I think that's about all I have to say tonight. I'm actually starting to get a little bit cold, so I think I'm ready to wrap it up and to head home, head inside, and drink something warm. But again, thank you so much for joining me. And know that I am here. I am your friendly neighborhood shaman. And I mean that. And that in the way that I am here to support you on whatever spiritual path you find yourself on, or to help you find your way through whatever confusion or darkness might be looming at the moment. That's my job. And that's my greatest joy, is to help to empower others. Because the more empowered, passionate people we have on the planet, the better off the rest of everybody is, right? We're in this together. We're supporting each other. So visit my website, perchingwolfstudios.net, and you can see more, find out more about me, what shamanic services I offer. You can set up a session with me right from there. Classes and readings and healings, all kinds of things. And when we're done here, I am going to share this to my Facebook page, this video, so you can watch it again if you want. And I'm also going, when I get home, I will upload it to my Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel, so you can watch it there. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos. That helps the algorithm. It helps other people find me who might need answers, that might need what I have to give, right? So thank you for that. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing this video. If you know someone that it might help, if you want to tag them in the comments or share it to someone else's page, however it works. And just a real heartfelt thank you for being here. And I think that's it for now. So I'm going to drum and release the spirits that so lovingly held this beautiful, loving, safe space for us. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, and the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Oh. Awesome. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you can join me again next week. Also Monday nights, I do a video at 8 o'clock on Mondays Pacific time, where I do miniature readings, like one card reading for the first 6 people that comment yes. And if you're not one of the first 6, you can just choose a number between 1 and 6, and I promise that whatever guidance you're needing will weave itself into the information from that card. But until I see you again, know that I love you. Know that I see you. Know that I honor you. So have a wonderful week, everyone. Go shining. All right, bye.